before we begin to thread our machine, the first thing we want to do is to lift up our presser foot and to put our needle in the all the way up position. We're going to load the bobbin first, which is in the bottom of the machine. We'll open the door. They all open different, so you'll have to figure that one on your own. There's a little lever right here, and you'll grab that little lever and pull it out, and that's how you remove your bobbin from the machine. And hang on to the lever, have it out. You pull your thread out of the bobber. It's okay. When we look at the bobber carrier, look at it really close, and if you can zoom in on that, that would rock. Okay, there's a little notch right here on the top, and then there's a little plate right here. It's a little spring plate, and you choose whatever bobbin. This is your bobbin right here. Can you see it? This is your bobbin right here. Okay, and you place it in the bobbin carrier, and you bring the thread around till it catches in that little notch right there. Okay, and then you pull that thread down past that little spring plate until it comes out this little hole here in the bottom, and your bobbin is now properly threaded. It's kind of tricky getting it back in the machine because when you try to put it back in, it's going to want to fall out of the carrier. And to kind of lock it in the carrier, you grab this little lever again, pull it out, and that locks the bobbin in so it doesn't fall out and go rolling across the floor. So hang on to that little lever and bring this back up in where this little bar comes up, matches with a little notch inside. And it simply slips in there, and it's now, the bobbin is now properly threaded. And we'll catch this after we get the top threaded. Okay, so now we're going to come up to the top. And we have the thread. I've used a contrasting thread. And it goes on the bobbin peg, on the thread peg on the right hand side of the machine. You bring the thread across to the thread carrier, and in the thread carrier there's a little notch here in the top, and you simply catch the thread on that little notch. Alright, once that's on there, you'll find two slots on the top of your sewing machine. The right hand slot is the slot that you bring your thread down first. Bring it all the way down, catch it in the bottom, bring it all the way back up, keeping it to the right hand side of that notch. Bring it all the way back, bring it over and back down, and in doing so you'll have caught a little metal arm that's on the inside of there. Okay, bring it back down. If you have an older machine, you may have another thread carrier. It'll kind of look like a little metal spring. That being a newer machine, this doesn't have one. Bring it all the way back down. I'm going to lower my foot there so that I can get to my needle, and so I can better thread the needle. I'm going to cut the thread so it has a nice even edge to it, and I'm going to thread it through the hole in the needle from the front to the back. Okay, pull that all the way through. Okay, and now we're going to connect the bottom thread with the top thread, and we do so by lifting our foot back up and simply turning our wheel over here to the side, and the needle will go down, catch the bottom thread, and voila, brings it up. Now your top thread and your bottom thread are both on the top of your machine. Brush them both down and shove them back, and you're ready to place your fabric in the front of the machine and begin sewing. Make sure once you put your fabric in, you put your foot back down. We're done.